Okay, we talked a few minutes ago about the Federal Reserve meeting today to discuss whether to lower interest rates again. That's what's expected.
And this year we've talked a lot about home affordability. KSHB 41 News reporter Grant Stevens covers topics that impact your wallet like housing, and he joins us live from Platte County to tell us more about a new push to try to bring costs down in the Northland. Grant, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. It requires a little bit of setup here, so let me explain. In Kansas City, and thus in Platte County, if you're in the parts of Platte County that are in Kansas City, there are home codes that require homes to be built to a much stricter standard. They got to be more efficient, so they got to be built with better windows, better insulation. They just have to be energy efficient. The Platte County Commission just recently endorsed the Home Builders Association of Greater Kansas City's Let Them Build campaign, and that's all about cutting regulation to cut costs. So I sat down with county leadership to ask them how this is part of their long-term plan to make homes more affordable.
The reason we have unaffordable housing is because we don't have enough inventory. We don't have enough stock.
Presiding Platte County Commissioner Scott Fricker says it's not for lack of land, but for housing code requirements that push costs higher. The rules were meant to make new homes more efficient, but over the last year, some have argued the price tag outweighs the benefit in an era of inflated expenses.
Our housing codes affect affordability. You have either anywhere from 10 to 15% more in new construction costs. You could go build your house in Liberty, let's say, or you could build it in Kansas City and still be within the same school district. Well, you're going to choose Liberty because it costs less to build.
The Let Them Build campaign pushes for regulatory relief.
There's not enough usable, suitable housing units in the places that people want to live. It's a recognition, an admission that we don't have enough housing and that to build housing is too complicated or too expensive. And so we're going to introduce some administrative and regulatory relief.
Supporters say if more homes get built faster, prices stabilize long term, and the area could welcome more families.
We have a lot of great land here in Platte County, primed for residential growth, primed for single-family home divisions. It's going to sit there unless we actually do something about it.
Well, let's hope Kansas City comes back to the drawing board next year and reformulates some of these building codes to still be able to build efficient homes, but just a little cheaper.
All right, Grant, thank you very much. By the way, Grant's our consumer reporter. Grant is always looking for stories impacting your wallet. If you have a story you'd like him to look into, scan the QR code on your screen to connect with him or send him an email directly at grant.stevens@kshb.com.